ROM, read-only memory. Okay, what is ROM? Read-only memory. Guys, RAM having things like a RAM is, I forget to show you that one RAM kind of stuff. So RAM, that is really on motherboard. You can see this is the RAM slots. These are the RAM slot. People insert a RAM like this. Okay, RAM we can insert new RAM, or we can replace the RAM. And this is a good angle for a motherboard also. We can change the RAM also. Okay, we can insert the RAM, we can remove the RAM, we can add additional RAM if number of RAM slots are available. Okay, so that is the point here. Okay, so how the RAM is, but in a come to the ROM, in a ROM, it is just a read-only memory, but it is built-in chip. On motherboard, it is a chipset. It is a simple chip on a motherboard. Guys, ROM, read-only memory, it is a chip which is like I have a motherboard, maybe I have a circuit board, I need a ROM chip. So I will buy a ROM chip from manufacturer, which is already instructions are given inside a ROM chip. So then what I have done, so no, I don't want a ROM chip. I will put a program myself. I want a empty ROM chip. Means I can able to program my ROM chip. That is a PROM, programmable read-only memory. After programming, you cannot remove the program. Okay, we cannot update, we cannot do. Once it is done, we cannot able to change it. One time only it is. If you done wrong, then you have to throw the chip away and get a new chip. Okay, next one is a PROM chip. We can remove the data in the PROM chip. And next one is EPROM chip, means that's EPROM chip and EPROM chip. EPROM chip are a rewritable chips. It means you can program if anything you want to update or you want to changes or you want to rewrite the program again. So then it is EPROM chip is useful. Now we are using EPROM chips only. Okay, and we never call this ROM chip as a ROM chip. We call that one as a BIOS. A ROM chip is nothing but our BIOS chip. What is BIOS? Basic input output system. Basic input output system. Okay. Basic input output system. What ROM chip will do, sorry, what is BIOS chip will do? Okay, it will help you to boot your system. At time of booting, it perform post operation power and self test. It recognizes hardware devices. For example, when you start your PC, your BIOS chip will try to gather the information of CPU, RAM, hard disk, CD-ROM. It will gather the information of the devices connected to motherboard. The BIOS chip also contains information about your motherboard and the components connected to your motherboard. That information also it will gather. It recognizes the devices and make sure the primary devices are connected. If they are connected, then it will go to the next operating system loading step will go. So that is called a post power on self test. A boot processing I will tell separately, guys. It locate and loads operating system. BIOS chip will tell you So where to check for an operating system, which device, from which device, you have to locate an operating system, and loading operating system also, it will do it. It helps operating system to access hardware devices. It will tell your operating system, these are the hardware devices are there. BIOS, the BIOS is nothing but a simple program which it is a firmware. Firmware is a low level hardware program which is inside your BIOS chip. Okay, and the next one is UEFI, Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. It is a new version of BIOS. This UEFI also provided secure boot. I'm removing that one, or I will put it. Forget about it. Okay. Just I given the secure boot name, just not it is a part of your BIOS or UEFI. UEFI provide secure boot. That's the point. This is your BIOS chip, guys. How it is look like. So this is in different manner, different type of BIOS chips are there. Okay, so this is AMI BIOS, American Megatrend Inc. BIOS, Advert BIOS, Phoenix BIOS, HP BIOS, Dell BIOS, like a different type of manufacturers are there, BIOS manufacturers. Each BIOS having different type of interfaces, settings, information is there. Depends upon your motherboard company, which BIOS they prefer, you will get that. Okay. We can sometimes BIOS chips can be moved from your motherboard and sometimes we cannot. Any which ways, generally like a RAM, we can able to RAM, we can able to insert it and remove it like this. We can insert a RAM and we can remove the RAM based on your requirement. But you don't touch the BIOS until unless you got a huge hardware chip level problem. Okay. So that's the point, guys. What is the BIOS? Basic input output system. It is nothing but a firmware which help you to boot your system. BIOS perform post operation during the boot up. Okay, and it recognize your hardware devices, understand and locate and loads operating system. It helps the operating system to access hardware devices. BIOS new version is UEFI, Unified Extensible Firmware Interface. BIOS is manufactured by different companies: AMI BIOS, Edward BIOS, Phoenix BIOS, HP BIOS, Dell BIOS, kind of stuff. This is the boot processing steps, guys. I'm not going with the boot processing. I'm going with BIOS settings. Guys, it is a BIOS is simply say a hardware related program. Okay, it is on your inside your system. It is a firmware. Your BIOS contains your hardware informations. Okay, your BIOS contains your hardware information. You can go to BIOS settings to know. You can go to your BIOS settings to change your hardware features. You can change your hardware features. You can change your boot priorities. You can change your date and time. You can set the password to your BIOS also. So you have to go to BIOS settings to do anything. You want to change your hardware features, example virtualization technology enable disable kind of stuff. You want to change your boot priorities. You want to set a password to your BIOS. You want to change your date and time. So you can go to BIOS settings. How to go to BIOS settings? How to go to settings? During the boot up. So you press the power button of your PC, guys. On your screen, it may shows this type of thing. So in a corner of, or this top level corner, or side corners, or maybe in a bottom, or a top, or in the corners, you may have seen, okay, the setup, press 12 to setup, press 2 to setup kind of stuff. Okay. Press F2 to setup kind of stuff like this. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. So when you press the power button on your screen, it may tell you what is your BIOS key. Okay, but what is your BIOS key? General BIOS keys are there. In olden days, blindly we use del button, delete button. Del means delete button. We press the keep pressing del button, will go to BIOS settings. Later, depends upon your motherboard and companies. So different BIOS keys also there. So it can be Dell or F2, F10, F12, F11, F9. So I have seen recently F2 is mostly most of the system. F2 is your BIOS key. Okay, function key plus BIOS key. Sometimes you may have to use function key plus BIOS key. Okay, so once you enter into the BIOS settings, you can check the system configuration in the BIOS settings. You can see date and time, you can change the date and time, you can change the hardware features, okay, and boot priorities kind of stuff. So one by one screen, I will try to show you once you are entering into the BIOS settings. So look at here, guys. This is the system configuration. I showed how to check the system configuration the first day of class already. Okay. See, here it is in my first main window.